Alright folks, so it is finally happening. We are officially getting LEGO Fortnite, and not just as a desktop game, we are getting actual LEGO Fortnite sets that are going to be on store shelves. This is super exciting, and honestly, when I heard rumors about this, even though we had the actual desktop game, it was hard to believe that we'd be getting, for example, a Fortnite Battle Bus LEGO set. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying that this feels like something of a dream right here. Now, I'm kind of a casual Fortnite player, so I'm somewhat familiar with some of this stuff, and some of it I'm just not. We're getting 4 sets as of right now, at least. We have 4 that are leaked at the moment, coming out on October 1st. Only one of them actually includes minifigures, which is surprising to me because the LEGO Fortnite game itself is very much based around DLC and having all those different LEGO skins and such, but this has got to be the first one that we talk about. This is the one that's going to be absolutely the most sought after. This is the LEGO Battle Bus set, retailing for $100 in the US with 954 pieces. Before we talk about value or anything of that sort, as per usual, let's just take a look at the thing, take a look at what we're generally getting here. I honestly am so surprised at how good the Battle Bus looks here. I'm not sure how big it's going to be or how to scale the actual thing is compared to a Fortnite character, but it looks really good. Beyond that, we are getting, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minifigures in this, all extremely well detailed minifigures. We'll take a look at those in just a second, but the bus itself, the bus itself looks really good, and we have that balloon that is tethered to the bus, and I think the whole thing just looks really great. They've really transitioned the Battle Bus and its model into LEGO format in a really effective way. This kind of gives us some different angles of the Battle Bus. This is a front angle right here. As we can see, it looks like it might have quite a bit of space in there in terms of how big this thing is. We can fit 2 people in the cockpit, which is honestly unusual for a LEGO bus. This shows us the actual interior. Obviously, the roof can just be kind of lifted off of the thing, and we can fit, it looks like, all of the minifigures inside with 1 seat to spare, it seems. So that's pretty awesome. And I know that there's going to be some people that aren't familiar with LEGO that will think that this isn't enough space, but for something of this size, it's actually really amazing that we can fit up to, it looks like, 10 figures inside of this this kind of school bus model. This shows us the back of the bus. The back of the bus. Obviously, we have to have that door that's able to open so that the players can jump out and skydive onto the map. This shows us the back of the box. The roof, it looks like, lifts up, and the whole contraption with the balloon and everything comes up with it. This also kind of gives us a precursor to the fact that it gives us alternate skin orientation, so that's really awesome, essentially just including different hair pieces to swap out with the helmet. Here are some lifestyle photos. The thing is about as big as I thought it'd be. It's not the most sizable thing ever, but we have to keep in mind it includes 9 figures. So the value you're getting here, honestly, is really great. Here's some more photos kind of depicting all of the stuff that is included in the set. Some photos of the interior in kind of a real setting, and then one more of the set right there. Let's see if it gives us any more sort of videos or anything of that sort. It looks like just a 360 view, and it's kind of interesting that the 360 view is of the thing kind of posed at an angle. Overall, though, I think that this is a really great set. I think the value as well, $100, 954 pieces with 9 minifigures. I'm fine with that. I think that that's perfect. I'm really surprised they didn't try to place this at like $120 or $130. The fact that it's at $100 honestly is really great. The minifigures as well. I'm disappointed it didn't just give us a picture of just the minifigures, but I think the minifigures look fantastic. We've got a bunch of different iconic Fortnite skins throughout there. These are going to be some really sought after figures, and in general, this set, it's possible this set might break records. We'll see how things go down though. The next Fortnite set to take a look at, this one is strictly kind of a static build. It doesn't include any minifigures. It's very much a display model. This is called Peelybone with 1,414 pieces for $100 in the US. I think that this thing, I'm not super familiar with the skin that this is based off of, but I think for what it is, it's a really dynamic and interesting looking model. Not really something that's up my alley, but I think that it looks really interesting, and the way that they built this up is really effective. I'm not sure how long I'm really going to spend to talk about this general model, but essentially it's just a banana on one side and then a skeleton on another side. side. It includes a really interesting weapon. It looks like kind of a blaster on one side, and then on the other side, this sort of banana axe, I guess you could call it. Overall, it's a super strange model. Something that I'm really surprised is a Lego set in general. But I mean, I don't hate it. I think it looks really interesting, and there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. And honestly, it's a pretty good looking build just on display right here. We'll take a look at a quick 360 view of this thing just to give an overall look of the model itself. It looks like it has a little backpack right there. Again, I'm just not super familiar with the actual source material here, but I think in general, it's a really dynamic and a really cool looking model. This next one is actually something I am familiar with. This is, of course, the Supply Llama with 691 pieces retailing for $40. I'm just going to say right now, fantastic price to part ratio on that one. This is something that even if you're not familiar with Fortnite, you've probably seen before. It's the llama that you can find just hanging out on the island. You chop it up and it gives you a bunch of resources, different supplies and such. I think that this thing looks fantastic. It looks exactly like what it's supposed to look like. It looks like it even includes different resources and supplies and that sort of stuff. I'd imagine you can probably put those inside of the llama. Yep, right there. There's a trap door that opens up. You can put them inside of the llama, so that's really fantastic. I wonder if they're going to kind of recreate you chopping up the llama. I guess the way that they do that is you can just open it up on the side and the different supplies and such spill out. This thing, I think, looks exactly what it should look like. I think the value on it is really great. I don't have any complaints when it comes to this. I think the only thing that I think maybe could make this a little bit better is if it just included kind of a minifigure scale version of the llama itself. But other than that, I think this set is just fine, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. The final set here, I am actually not familiar with at all. I've never seen what this even is before. It's called Der Burger. 193 pieces for $14. This is a really strange model. I'm not quite sure what it's supposed to represent. I don't know if it's something from a certain location in the map or whatever it may be. It's a $15 set though, and it's clearly just kind of a static model. I don't think it really does much. I don't know if it has any features going on with it. The back of the box doesn't really give us much as to what's going on here. It's just kind of a really strange Lego set. I don't think that there's any particular features with this thing. It's kind of just a model. This has got to be one of the weirdest Lego sets that I've seen in a long while. It's literally called Der Burger with 3 R's, and it doesn't really do anything. I don't hate the set. I think that if you know the source material and if you're a Fortnite fan and you're super familiar with what this thing is, then maybe you'll like it. But personally, it's just not for me. Let me know in the comments below, though, if you like this set, and maybe you can tell me what exactly it's supposed to be as well. So those are the 4 Fortnite sets that we are getting. Again, they are coming out on October 1st, available for pre-order right now. Now, my general thoughts when it comes to these LEGO Fortnite sets, I think that they are long overdue, especially considering that we've had the desktop LEGO Fortnite game for months now. I am so surprised that LEGO didn't plan ahead and release these kind of simultaneously with the release of LEGO Fortnite itself. They would have sold so much better. I'm just remembering back to when LEGO Fortnite was created. It was right after that surge from bringing back the OG Fortnite map. Everyone was on the game at that point. It was so popular, and I'm sure everyone would have wanted a Battle Bus Lego set. But now Fortnite has kind of died off just a little bit, and I'm not really sure if people are playing as much as they were maybe 7 or 8 months ago. It just really feels like a miss on LEGO's part. They could have made so much money and sold so many of these Battle Bus sets if they would have just released these sets probably like 7 or 8 months earlier, but they're getting it to us quite late. It's also kind of strange to me that there's only one set with actual minifigures, while the rest of the sets are just sort of display models. Feels like we should be getting a lot more minifigure scale sets, but those are just my opinions on these sets. Overall, though, I think the Battle Bus is definitely the highlight here, with Peely Bone and the llama kind of tagging behind in terms of the second most interesting sets. And the Der Burger, I'm not really a fan of. I don't really care much about it. But please let me know in the comments below what you think of these sets. Do you like them? Do you plan on getting them? If you made it this far in this video, then clearly there's something here you like. So make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe as well. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.